back, ladies and gentlemen. Did you know that there are approximately 3,000 African tribes and about 2,000 languages and dialects on the continent? Well, some ethnic groups are larger than others. Some are more famous than others because of their culture, their rituals, and traditions. Most African tribes have unique aspects of their culture and traditions. Some ethnic groups are fading away due to the westernization, while some communities are making efforts to ensure their traditions do not die. In order to know more, we're very much delighted to have with us here Dr. Ismail Hamid Ismail Ali, head of the Department of History and Islamic Civilization. He was keen to discover all of that in his book, African People and Tribes. Thank you so much for being with us today, Dr. Ismail.
Thank you so much.
Now, first, let's know, is it your first time to participate in the Cairo International Book Fair, and how do you view this year's edition?
Surely that it's not my first edition, that's my 10th edition, I can say that. I'm an old author, and till now I wrote more than 20 books. 15 books of them, they are related to African history. So surely that this new edition after COVID and after the mask and all this, I think that is a very special edition. And I'm sure that also we are at the beginning to discover the new book fair. So I hope that will be more better than the others.
What are the pavilions you are keen to visit?
Surely that according to my specialization, that is in African history. Okay, so that is something that I like so much. That is very important to me to see the new books about the African history, special during the medieval time or the Islamic times. That is my specialization. I like to see the new books and the new attitude about that, and also the new image about that's surely also with the attitude of the Egyptian government with Africa, and also to go back with a deep vision to Africa as a part of the African continent.
Given that Africa is a strategic depth and a source of national security on all levels, could you tell us more about Egypt and its interest in the African continent?
Surely that Egyptian interest is for Africa, that's something, no argument about that. And Egypt, after 30 years of the last regime of Mubarak, when we neglected Africa, that we had lots of problems with the relation with the African countries and the African peoples. So with the new attitude of the government now, that we should be back to Africa strongly, to have more relations and more deep also relations with various things to do, especially with the projects that we can do with some African countries, and this is what we do with lots of countries. I think with Tanzania, when we helped them to build a new dam there in Tanzania, okay, and also to do lots of projects on the area, whereas the Nile Valley, especially for the Nile with its importance, you know, that is also, it has a strategic vision and also as political vision, and also that is to keep our interest to be in this attitude. That is very important for Egypt on this.
And what are the hopes and objectives of African studies experts?
That is a very important question for me. I hope that from the government to increase the studies of Africa, especially in African history, in all the Egyptian universities. We need in all the faculties of arts that's to have special courses about the African history, and also to give more offers and to encourage the researcher for this attitude. That is something very important for us. Till now, I know that the government also gave lots of permission for that, and also lots of declaration about that attitude. But we need it more strongly to be in all the Egyptian universities, in all the faculties of arts. That is to have special courses in African history, in African politics, in African literature. You know, we need to be more in Africa, and also especially also with the new movies, so maybe we be on this area, that is to change the African view, especially that, you know, in our movies, especially in the oldest one, that is the African people that they are bought in, and I figure that we want to surely that make it more better than it was before. That is also with the new attitude of Egyptian government.
Well, Dr. Ismail Hamid Ismail Ali, head of the Department of History and Islamic Civilization, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you so much. I'm very happy to be with you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for more coming up here on Nile Cruise.